Prior to the release of Fallout 76, and even still to this day, many Fallout fans have called on Bethesda to craft an MMO where players are able to travel the length of the entire United States, visiting previously seen locations like Boston, Point Lookout, and Washington, D.C., stretching all the way to New Vegas and the NCR capital of Shady Sands. While there are multiple technical challenges and possibilities with creating a game like this, it is nevertheless ironic that recent rumors about the Elder Scrolls 6 being set in both the province of High Rocks and Hammerfell have caused both positive and critical talks amongst fans of the series, with many fearing that the world space would feel as lifeless and empty as it did with many locations in Starfield. While I don't think it's an apples to apples comparison to compare a more real life space simulation game like Starfield to the fantasy world of Elder Scrolls, the concern over how this will affect location and internal design philosophy I do think is warranted. As we've talked about before, Bethesda uses the creation games to constantly borrow from each other in terms of features and design technology. One begets onto another, etc. That being the case, games these days have received a lot of criticism for being padded and bloated, being filled with collectathon items dotted across the map, and a laundry list of quests and or radiant quests that most people just don't have the time in their busy schedules to complete, especially when they aren't well written or have no bearing on the world or the game's story. It bears repeating that these rumors about Elder Scrolls 6 are just that. They're rumors, and we can't confirm them one way or the other. But I think that if we're comparing games, Starfield isn't the game we should be looking at. It's Fallout 76. While 76 has its own troubled history, there is no denying that the map design is one of the best that Bethesda has ever made, with rolling hills, deep caverns, and wide open vistas that encourage exploration. At the end of the day, though, how you personally feel and speculate about video games will always boil down to your opinion of the industry as a whole. Over the years, there's been plenty to criticize the industry over: predatory microtransactions, unfinished or unpolished games, developer layoffs, and while I think it's fair to be upset about that, often these things occupy so much of our forward thinking that we overlook the constant progression that games make with every generation. It feels like we're currently in that weird middle part where things are still growing. While we don't know what Elder Scrolls 6 will really look like when it comes out, we can continue to look for clues in previous entries, as well as other games from Bethesda and similar games like Avowed. Beyond that, all we can do is keep the conversation going. You know what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe for more, and check @followertoshi on all other platforms.